Hello and welcome back to another Beyond ATC full flight. Today we're going from Las Vegas to San Diego in a quick around 30-minute flight. I know a lot of people have been asking for a flight in Europe to show off all the ICAO phraseology and procedure. Don't worry, that is coming. I have planned a flight from Innsbruck over to Amsterdam. We'll probably have that up on the channel soon. For now, this flight is intended to show off the premium voices. So the Vancouver to Seattle flight was using the standard voice model, and this one here is now actually going to be using the premium model. So these are the upper end, high quality voices. They sound much more human-like, and I really think they add another level of immersion to Beyond ATC. If you're wondering how does premium differ from standard voices, what does that mean? I did an interview over on Overkill Simulations channel. I'll link in the description below. And we go over everything from VR implementation to questions about Xbox to just how the program works. And all that is bookmarked, so you can go to the spot that's pertains to the question that you have. So if you haven't checked that out, definitely go check out the interview with Overkill. It's a really good time, and it answers a ton of questions that the community has about that. So back to this flight, we'll be using the premium voices, and I'm really excited to share these with you because it's a amazing tool. It's basically using AI models to train. I'm sure you've heard, the internet videos where Obama is having a conversation with Trump or something, and they're having an argument. Any kind of thing like that, that is using these AI voice models, and you can train them on absolutely anything. And the really cool thing is we have contracted with a bunch of real life controllers. These are people that work in actual towers in real airports, and so they have that perfect radio voice flow that just sounds exactly like a controller would. So we're going to train all of the voices in Beyond ATC on these models. And I'll give you an example of that right now. We were very fortunate enough to have one of our real-life controllers donate their voice to the program, and I will now show you what that sounds like. This is, again, using the premium voice model, so this cadence, this realism, this won't be available on the standard model. I still think the standard model sounds quite good. Again, the last video I made from Vancouver to Seattle is showing the standard model, so if you want to hear a sample of that, go check that out. But for now, let's check out these premium voices. So here is a recording of the actual controller speaking himself. This is what we used to train the AI model on, was this phrase right here.
Number 5215 Delta, Roger. Flight heading 360, I'm going to take you vectors to the localizer. I'll bring you back, and I got to move you out of the way for sequencing here.
And here's what it output, and I think you're going to be pretty blown away by this.
Number 5215 Delta, Roger. Fly heading 360. I'm going to take you vectors to the localizer. I'll bring you back, and got to move you out of the way for sequencing here. This was all generated by AI. None of this is real. I can have it say anything we want.
Isn't that amazing? So it sounds almost identical to the original voice. It's very hard to tell, and you can tell it kept that cadence. It kept that radio sound, that just when you listen into an ATC, you just hear the way that they talk. And the really cool thing is that it captures those ums and pauses and just the way that real people speak. So it really does an amazing job. This technology is absolutely incredible, and we're really happy to be utilizing it for Beyond ATC. I think we're going to elevate the ATC space to a completely new level. That's my hope, at least. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the flight deck, and we can start this flight. Keep in mind, again, all the voices you hear are using the premium model in this flight, including the voice that we just trained. You'll probably hear that a couple times throughout the flight. The standard disclaimers always apply. I'm not a pilot, so my procedure will be wrong. The intention is to show off Beyond ATC and not my piloting skills. And the other disclaimer I want to give is that we're still implementing this voice model. We're still training it on various voices, and so because of that, it still might mispronounce a couple words here and there. You might hear like Sid as side or something like that. So you might hear a couple anomalies with how it pronounces words. We will have all that ironed out by the time we launch the program, so don't worry about that. And with that, let's go ahead and jump into the flight deck and get started. And welcome to the flight deck. Let's go ahead and get Beyond ATC started.
BeyondATC connected.
As like last time, we'll go ahead and auto-tune the radio today because I don't want to take care of that. And we'll start off by getting the ATIS. .4.
Nation X-ray, 1556 Zoom, wind 180 at 07, visibility 10, few clouds at 14,000, ceiling 20,000 broken, temperature 37, 2.07, altimeter 2992, departing runway 08 left. Advise on initial contact, you have information X-ray. Read International Airport information X-ray. 1556 Zoom. Wind 180 at 07. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 14,000. Ceiling 20,000.
Alright, we got X-ray on board. And someone brought up last time in the comments that, you know, they wanted the ATIS not just to start at the beginning every time. So I don't know if you noticed that when we switched over, it was actually at a random spot inside the ATIS already. It's actually playing in the background on repeat, so when we switch over to it, it'll just start right there, which is much more lifelike, because I know in some of the other programs, you switch over to ATIS and it always starts right at the beginning. So I think that was a nice little touch that some people might not have noticed. All right, very good. We got our ATIS on board, information X-ray. We'll go ahead and get our clearance now. And I know last time a lot of people were asking, they want to see more of it handling the errors. So let's really intentionally get some stuff wrong this time. So look out for when I'm going to try and intentionally get some of the readbacks wrong. I'll say the radio frequencies incorrectly and let it correct us. And we'll try actually getting multiple things wrong and see how it handles that, because I think that's a really cool feature. It's much more like a conversation, much less just like you're having to repeat back everything verbatim. So as always, we'll start with that radio check. And here's a cool little thing. If I call in with my call sign, the radio check will be specific to me. If I don't, it'll be
American
specific.
1630, good day. Looking to pick up it for clearance to Charlotte Douglas with X-ray.
American 1630, Las Vegas delivery, cleared to Charlotte Douglas International. RW26L departure with the Jocker 3 transition, then as filed. Climb via SID, departure frequency 120.45, squawk 2565.
Cleared to Charlotte Douglas International. RW26L departure with the Jocker 3 transition, then as filed. Climb via SID, departure frequency 120.45, squawk 2565. American 1630.
American 1630, readback correct. Contact ground 130.0 when ready for pushback.
Ground 130.0. American 1630.
Delta 722, request radio check.
Delta 1684, good day. Looking to pick up it for clearance to Detroit Metro Waynco with X-ray.
Delta 722, reading you loud and clear. Delta 1684, Las Vegas delivery, cleared to Detroit Metro Waynco. BLH departure with the Radiator 2 transition, then as filed. Climb via side. Departure frequency 120.45, squawk 2103.
Cleared to Detroit Metro Waynco, BLH departure with the Radiator 2 transition, then as filed. Climb via side. Departure frequency 120.45, squawk 2103. Delta 1684.
Delta 1684, readback correct. Contact ground 130.0 when ready for pushback.
Ground 130.0. Good day. Delta 1684.
Delta 722, good day. Looking to pick up IFR clearance with information X-ray to San Diego.
JetBlue 748, good day. Looking to pick up it for clearance to Kennedy.
Delta 722, Las Vegas clearance, good day to you as well. Cleared to San Diego International Airport, radar 2. Departure with the level transition, then as filed. Climb via SID except maintain 6000. Departure frequency 120.45. Squawk 6002.
All right, let's get a bunch of stuff wrong here. Clear to San Diego Airport, radar 2, departure with a level transition, then as filed. Climb via SID, except maintain 2000. Departure frequency 133.87, squawk 5292.
Delta 722, no. Read back completely incorrect. Let's try this again.
Clear to San Diego International, radar 2, departure with level transition, then as filed. Climb via SID, except maintain 6000. Departure frequency 120.85, squawk 5210.
Delta 722, negative. Departure frequency 120.45 and squawk code 6002.
So now let's just get the one correct. Departure frequency 120.45 and squawk code 7210.
Delta 722, negative. Squawk code 6002.
Correction, squawking 6002 for Delta 722.
Delta 722, read back correct. Contact ground 130.0 when ready for pushback and engine start.
Ground 130.0 for Delta 722, good day. So you see that progressively figured out which ones were incorrect and let us correct those as we went on. So it's a much more dynamic process than I've seen a lot of the other tools do. It usually just fails the whole thing. All right, let's finish up getting ready here and we can get on our way.
Southwest 327 at Gate Delta 4, request pushback.
Southwest 327, pushback approved. Spirit Wings 566, request pushback. Spirit Wings 566, pushback and engine start approved.
American 2348, request taxi to the gate.
American 2348, taxi to ramp 23 via Alpha 6, Alpha Alpha 4, Charlie 4, Bravo, Charlie 3, Charlie Quebec 1, Quebec Charlie 1. Hold short runway 26 right.
Taxi to ramp 23 via Alpha 6, Alpha Alpha 4, Charlie 4 Bravo, Charlie 3 Charlie Quebec 1, Quebec Charlie 1. Hold short runway 26 right, American 2348.
Frontier Flight 2010, contact tower 118.75. Have a good flight.
Tower on 118.75, Frontier Flight 2010.
Southwest 327, taxi to 26 right via Charlie Bravo.
Taxi to 26 right via Charlie Bravo, Southwest 327.
Spirit Wings 566, request taxi to runway 26 left. Spirit Wings 566, taxi to 26 left via Charlie 2. Bravo, Alpha 3, Alpha Alpha 2. Hold short runway 26 right. Taxi to 26 left via Charlie 2. Bravo, Alpha 3, Alpha Alpha 2. Hold short, runway 26 right, Spirit Wings 566.
Delta 722 at stand 16, request pushback and engine start.
Delta 722, Las Vegas ramp. Pushback approved. Face southeast.
Pushback approved, face southeast, Delta 722.
Southwest 2367, request taxi to the gate.
Southwest 2367. Taxi to ramp 3 via Alpha 5. Alpha 4, Alpha Alpha 3, Bravo, Charlie 2. Charlie Charlie 1, Quebec Romeo. Hold short runway 26 right.
Taxi to ramp 3 via Alpha 5, Alpha 4, Alpha Alpha 3, Bravo, Charlie 2, Charlie Charlie 1, Quebec Romeo. Hold short, runway 26 right, Southwest 2367.
Frontier Flight 2127 at Gate Alpha 1. Request pushback. Frontier Flight 2127, pushback approved. Delta 1684, hold short of 26 left.
Hold position of runway 26 left, Delta 1684.
Taxi to 26 right via Charlie Bravo. Frontier Flight 2127.
Southwest 2961. Request pushback and engine start.
Southwest 2961, pushback accepted.
Southwest 1657 at Gate Alpha 1. Request pushback and engine start.
Southwest 1657, pushback accepted. Southwest 327, hold short of 26 right.
Hold position of runway 26 right, Southwest 327.
Delta 722, request taxi to runway 08 right. Sorry, correction, 08 left.
American 1927. Request taxi to the gate.
Delta 722, runway 08 left, taxi via Charlie. Bravo 7, Bravo, hotel. Hold short, runway 01 right.
Runway 26 right, taxi via Charlie, Bravo 7, Bravo, hotel. Hold short 101 right.
Delta 722, negative. Please clarify runway 08 left and hold short, runway 01 right.
Taxi to runway 08 left and hold short 01 right. So you see how I got some of that stuff wrong, and I'll
American
figure it out.
1927, taxi to ramp 2 via Alpha 6, Alpha Alpha 4, Charlie 4, Bravo Charlie 2, Charlie Charlie 1, Quebec Romeo. Hold short, runway 26 right.
Taxi to ramp 2 via Alpha 6. Alpha Alpha 4, Charlie 4, Bravo, Charlie 2, Charlie Charlie 1, Quebec Romeo. Hold short runway 26 right. American 1927.
Southwest 327, contact tower 118.75. Have a good flight.
Tower on 118.75, Southwest 327. Good day.
Frontier Flight 1958 at Gate Echo 1. Request pushback.
Frontier Flight 1958, pushback approved. Delta 1684, contact tower 118.75.
Tower on 118.75, Delta 1684. Good day.
Southwest 2961. Request taxi to 26 left.
Southwest 2961, taxi to 26 left via Charlie.
6 right.
United 2299, American 1630, contact tower 118.75. Have a good one.
Tower on 118.75. American 1630.
Spirit Wings 566, hold short of 26 left.
Hold position of runway 26 left. Spirit Wings 566.
JetBlue 748, hold short of 26 right.
Hold position of runway 26 right. JetBlue 748.
Southwest 682, taxi to 26 left via Charlie, Charlie 3, Alpha 3, Alpha Alpha 2. Hold short, runway 26 right. Delta 722, cross 01 right at Bravo. Continue taxi via Bravo Hotel. Hold short runway 01 left.
Cross 01 right at Bravo. Continue taxi via Bravo Hotel. Hold short runway 01 left for Delta 722.
Taxi to 26 left via Charlie, Charlie 3, Alpha 3, Alpha Alpha 2. Hold short runway 26 right, Southwest 682. Southwest 2008, taxi to 26 right via Charlie Bravo. Delta 722, cross 01 left at Bravo. Continue taxi via Bravo Hotel.
Cross 01 right at Bravo. Continue taxi via Bravo Hotel. Delta 722.
Delta 722, negative. Cross 01 left at Bravo.
Correction. Cross 01 left at Bravo. Continue taxi via Bravo Hotel. Delta 722.
Delta 722, contact Tower 118.75.
Over to Tower 118.75, Delta 722. Good day.
Taxi to 26 right via Charlie.
Las Vegas Tower. Good day. Delta 722 ready to go. 08 left.
Delta 722, runway 08 left. Line up and wait.
Line up and wait. 08 left. Delta 722.
Spirit Wings 566, contact Las Vegas, departure 120.45. Good day.
Departure 120.45. Spirit Wings 566.
Southwest 1319, clear of active.
Southwest 1319, welcome to Reed International. 722, Las Vegas Tower, Wien 180 at 07. RNAV to flare. Runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff.
RNAV to flare. Runway 08 left, clear for takeoff. Delta 722.
Ground 1, 30.0, Southwest 1319.
Southwest 2008, ready for departure 26 right.
Southwest 2008, Las Vegas Tower, Wien 180 at 07. Runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff.
Southwest 2008, cleared for takeoff runway 26 right.
United 2299, contact Las Vegas, departure 120.45.
Contact Las Vegas, departure 120.45. Good day, United 2299.
Southwest 1439, clear of active.
Southwest 1439, welcome to Reed International. Contact ground 130.0.
Ground 130.0, Southwest 1439.
Southwest 2008, ready for departure 26 right.
Southwest 2008, Las Vegas Tower, Wien 180 at 07. Runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff.
Southwest 2008, clear for takeoff 26 right.
Frontier Flight 2127, holding short runway 26 left.
Frontier Flight 2127, Las Vegas Tower, Wien 180 at 07. Runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff. Delta 722, contact Las Vegas departure 120.45. Have a good day.
Over to departure 120.45 for Delta 722. Good day.
Frontier.
Las Vegas departure Delta 722 climbing 5,000 for 6,000.
Delta 722, Las Vegas departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain 17,000.
Climb maintain 17,000 Delta 722. Got some mad turbulence over these hills here.
Las Vegas, Southwest 2008 2000 for 3000.
Southwest 2008, radar contact.
Las Vegas, Frontier Flight 2127 3000 for 4,500.
Frontier Flight 2127, radar contact.
Go ahead and leave the seatbelt signs on because our virtual passengers are getting thrown around in the back here. Wouldn't want someone to virtually sue us. Virtual lawsuits are the worst, man.
Las Vegas, Southwest 682 3000 for 4,500.
Southwest 682, radar contact, climb and maintain 6,000. Allegiant 2807, contact Los Angeles Center 124.62. Have a good flight.
Center 124.62. Good day, Allegiant 2807.
Delta 722, contact Los Angeles Center at 124.62. Have a good day.
Los Angeles Center 124.62 for Delta 722. Good day.
Southwest.
Los Angeles Center, good day. Delta 722 climbing 15,000 for 17,000.
Climb and maintain flight level 180, Southwest 2008.
Delta 722, good day to you as well. Radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 340.
Climb maintain flight level 340 for Delta 722. Fuel burn is looking good, nice and even on both sides. Checking those hydraulic systems. A little bit of green slouch there, that is totally normal. All systems look good. Alright, so we got a little turbulence here. Let's show off the new PIREP system, which is pretty cool. So here's the options we can do in cruise. I'll go ahead and report some icing pyreps because just to show it off. Obviously we're in the middle of Las Vegas, so I don't think we'd actually see any icing right now, but stranger things have happened, I suppose. So I'll call in a couple different types so we can see how it handles the various methods that we use to communicate with it. You can give all the information at once, or you can withhold some information and it will ask you to clarify. Delta 722, report turbulence at 26,000 feet.
Delta 722, roger. Say intensity.
We're getting a bit of light turbulence up here.
Delta 722, roger. Thanks for the pi rep.
So if I withhold the intensity, it'll ask me to clarify it. So let's try something a little bit more hyperbolic, as we'd say. Delta 722, report extreme turbulence, flight level 270.
Delta 722, verify extreme turbulence. Do you need assistance?
Negative.
Delta 722, roger. Thanks for the pi rep. Stay safe up there.
So obviously we would absolutely never report that unless we were actually experiencing that, which I don't even think the simulator has, but little options that we added just because we really want that immersion. That's the all-important immersion that really kicks the whole thing up. So sometimes you'll get asked for a pi rep. Obviously we want to make it not something that happens every flight. It should be pretty rare, but the ceiling is low enough or the weather is bad enough, you might get asked for that. So let's try the icing one now. Delta 722, report icing.
Delta 722, roger. Say type, intensity, and temperature.
Light rime icing at negative 12 degrees.
Delta 722, roger. Thanks for the pi rep.
So as you can see, at every turn we're taking every chance we can to add little features that just make the program more immersive. We always want to make it feel like you're having a conversation, like you're talking to this thing. You can talk to it like a pilot. That's the most important thing in terms of communication. You should be able to say whatever you want, in whatever order you want, however you want, and it understands what you're saying. Now we have a community note board where you can vote on your favorite items. If you caught the Overkill interview, you would have heard me talk about our method going into how we're going to implement community features. So what we're going to do is have a core feature that we work on, and that's going to be something that's integral to the program, something that we think the program needs to be able to feel complete. Then following that, we're going to do a community feature, and that's an open project that basically can be anything that the community wants us to work on. And so the community would go in and vote on one of those NOLT options, and the highest voted one would be the thing that we go and work on, assuming it's something reasonable. Obviously, it's like, you know, add space shuttles to it. We'll probably not do it. I know half of you astronauts are just crying right now. But yeah, we're not going to add a bunch of like crazy stuff, but assuming that it's reasonable of a request and a bunch of people want it, that's something we'll work on. So the intention here is that this is not our program, this is everyone's program. We're building this for y'all. We want to build this as something that everyone should be using in the way that they want to use it. That's really, really important to us. Is it just feels like there's a disconnection between a lot of the stuff the players want and then what they actually get. We're kind of at the whim of Microsoft and Asobo, and though I think they've been really good at listening to the community and giving us everything we want, obviously there's still just a couple things that we've all been screaming for that we just haven't gotten in years. Hopefully 2024 will address these things, but for now, in terms of ATC, I really want to make it feel like we're listening to all the players. You have a voice, you can go vote on the thing that you want, and you can choose the things that you want to see in the program, and it might actually get added. So it's not just completely disconnected. You're not just a idle pawn. You're actually someone who can change the course of this program and change how we develop it. So I think that's a really cool feature. A lot of people asked us last time why we're not hearing any traffic callouts in the cruise here. And that's simply because whatever traffic program we're using at the moment is just not spawning any traffic up in cruise. If there was, we would be hearing it just as much as we were hearing it back in Las Vegas. We're really just mirroring what the sim is telling us. So if there's no traffic in the air, you're not going to hear any callouts. If this is something that players really feel strongly about, we can actually create like kind of fake callouts. Obviously, up in the cruise, you probably can't see half the traffic you're hearing from. So if we detect that it's like kind of a light day on traffic, we can add more in to make it feel like the airspace is quite busy. Obviously, here in the Los Angeles airspace, I don't think we'd ever hear a quiet moment. So this is something we can definitely consider. But for those that are wondering why you don't hear anything right now, that's why. It's just the traffic programs are choosing not to spawn anything for whatever reason, and we're just mirroring that. So it looks like with these clouds, the ceiling's quite low, so we should be expecting an non-visual approach. I know y'all wanted to see a visual approach. I'll definitely make sure to make a video including that one of these days. But the weather here in San Diego is a little bit crummy today, so I'm expecting we're not going to get a visual approach, and we'll probably get an RNAV or ILS. Actually, I don't think we have an ILS on 2.7, so I believe we'll be getting an RNAV.
Delta 722, expect Lucky 1 with the level transition. Call when ready for descent.
Expect the Lucky 1 with the level transition ready for descent right now, Delta 722.
Delta 722, descend via Lucky 1 with the level transition. San Diego International Airport landing runway 27, altimeter 29er96.
Descend by the Lucky 1 with the level transition, San Diego landing runway 27, altimeter 29er96 for Delta 722. Alright, we're going to head down to Lucky here, 6,000, so we'll do a managed descent. I forgot to do this in the last video, but I want to give a huge shout out to Phoenix A320 for this amazing add-on. I'll probably be using it for all my videos because it's my favorite airplane to fly. It's maybe one of the best add-ons, if not the best add-on for MS right now. And it's just, I can't say enough good things about the extremely high quality that the Phoenix team has made for this add-on. It's truly spectacular. So if you haven't had a chance to pick this up, I'd highly recommend it. I really think that they set the bar for the development standard of add-ons as well. We're really trying to kind of follow in their footsteps in terms of communication and transparency. They just do such a good job at letting the community know everything they're working on, what problems they're having, what problems they're not having, and what things they're getting working. It's just a fantastic company, and I really can't say enough good stuff about them. If y'all never flown into San Diego before, it's kind of fun if you come on from the east side of the airport. You have to get over these mountains right here. So once you clear that, the glide slope is at 3.5 degrees. So you're coming down pretty hard onto runway 27. So it's a little bit of a challenge to try and not hit the ground as hard as you can. But I really enjoy it because you go over the mountains and you kind of just like jam down onto the runway at the 3.5 degree glide slope. So it's a pretty fun approach if any of you haven't tried it. Now, some ideas that users brought up for the interface here, which I absolutely love, is to have like a section that shows the relevant information to you. So like right now we would see the lucky one with the level transition, the landing runway. If you're taxiing, it would have the taxi instructions in like its own separate box, so you don't have to scroll through this and find the thing that pertained to you, which I think is a really cool idea. So again, this is all community feedback stuff. If you have an idea that's similar or you want something to be seen, put it in the note page, let the community vote on it, and we would love to add stuff like this because I think it's a really cool feature. A lot of the stuff that people have already requested in the Discord, we've added to the program, such as those PyReps earlier. That was all a community feature. Just things that really enhance the program and really bring out the immersion level. So again, if you're not already in the Discord, please drop in. We have a link in the description below, and we'd love to hear from you. Let's check on our fuel. We got plenty of fuel left, plenty in reserve. We'll have over 30 minutes when we get there. The plane seems to be very happy, no problems at all. So we're probably going to hit some turbulence as we're coming over these mountains here. So I'll get the seatbelt sign on. Looking to pass Trixie at or below 14,000. Gonna slow down to 270 knots. So just want to verify that's what the plane's gonna do. So we have in here 14,000 at or below, and it looks like that's exactly what we're headed towards right now. So we're already below that speed gate, so we shouldn't have to worry about our speed at all. So most importantly, we'll begin our descent on the glide slope. This is an RNAV, so we're not going to have a ILS. And go ahead and get that descent in there. So I want to know when repo is. I'll put that in the progress page. So we got 40 miles as the crow flies, probably a few more in track miles.
Delta 722. Contact Sokol approach 125.15. Take care.
SoCal approach 125.25 for Delta 722. Good day.
Delta 722, negative. Contact Sokol approach at 2515.
SoCal approach 2515. SoCal approach, good day. Just Delta 722 descending by a lucky 1, 14,000.
Delta 722, San Diego International Airport, altimeter 29906. Expect the RNAV 27 Zulu.
Expect the RNAV 27 Zulu, San Diego altimeter 29906 for Delta 722. So I think we got the Yankee in there. Yeah, let's go ahead and switch over to the Zulu. Load up the Zulu on the charts. Alright. There we go. So we're going to head down to Lindy, 5,000. Rebo is still the same at 2,000. So I'll switch us down to 5,000. Probably want to hit our approach mode somewhere around here, around Lucky. Ooh, choppy today. Dropping past 10,000. Let's get our landing lights on. I'm going to go ahead and ping the cabin, let them know we're about to land.
Southwest 2008, contact Oakland Center 125.75. Have a good flight.
And that was our radio degradation. I'm glad we finally got to hear it. So because of the atmospheric conditions, all the clouds right now, the mountains all around, he was distorted. So that's why he sounded like that. I think it's so cool. It really is dynamic. So we're detecting the terrain, the atmospheric conditions, and the distance, and we're determining their radio degradation based on that. So I'm really glad we got to hear that in this video. Alright, coming up on Lucky, I'll go ahead and get the approach mode going, get down to the green dot speed, and we can start getting those flaps out. So I like to be fully configured by Lindy. Looks like we got a couple minutes left, so I'll go ahead and get the first flaps out. Speed check flaps 1. $16 miles to Rebo. So we'll go ahead and hit track FPA right before that time. A little bit of a tailwind here.
Delta 722, cleared direct Lindy. Cross Lindy at or above 5,000, cleared RNAV 27 Zulu approach.
Cleared direct Lindy, cross Lindy at or above 5,000, cleared RNAV 27 Zulu approach for Delta 722. Alright, we'll do direct Lindy. We got us getting configured now. Speed check, flaps 2. There's that hill that we're trying to avoid. That's the one that we have to get in that 3.5 glide slope to get down in time. That's what makes the approach a little tricky. And speed check flaps 3. Got terrain on ND to look out for the mountains here. Alright, there's our rebo. We want to get down to 2,000 pretty much right now. We'll go flaps full. And we'll go ahead and get ready for our descent. Track FPA, we're going to put it out at negative 3.5. So we'll hold that, look for rebo at 0, 6 miles remaining. Then we'll go ahead and hit that descent path. That should get us right on the glide path.
Delta 722, contact Lindbergh Tower 118.3.
Lindbergh Tower 118.3 for Delta 722. Good day.
2,500.
Lindbergh Tower Delta 722, RNAV Zulu 27.
Delta 722 Lindbergh Tower, runway 27, continue.
Runway 27, continue. Alright, there's our 2,000 foot base. We're going to go ahead and pull that at 0. Get the right hand turn, everything's configured. We're fully configured. Let's get the spoilers. Get our lights. Signs are on, and gear is coming down. $1.5 to rebo. Seven. 6, 5, 4, 3.
Delta 722, runway 27, wind 130 at 05, cleared to land.
Runway 27, clear to land, Delta 722. Alright, we're visual at the runway. 900 feet per minute. We're going to keep checking against the glide path angles here. Configured at 1,000, coming up right now. Minimum's at 700, I believe. Got 2 whites, 2 red on the poppies.
500.
I'm going to take it manual. Alright, we got to keep that 900. We don't want to overshoot.
300.
But we can't go down too fast either. A little bit high on the approach. Get it down a little bit more. Alright, looking good. Yep.
200. 100. 50.
Flare,
40,
flare.
30. 20. Retard. 10.
And reverses out. Reversers, spoilers green. 70 knots. Manual braking.
Delta 722, contact ground 123.9er.
Contact ground 123.9er for Delta 722. Good day. San Diego ground, Delta 722, clear of the active, request taxi to the gate.
Delta 722, welcome to San Diego International Airport. Gate 84, taxi via Bravo.
Gate 84, taxi via Bravo, Delta 722.
Southwest 44, pushback accepted.
Southwest 44, request pushback and engine start.
Southwest 44, pushback and engine start approved.
Southwest 44, request taxi to 09er.
Southwest 44, taxi to 09er via Alpha, Bravo 10.
Taxi to 09er via Alpha, Bravo 10, Southwest 44.
Southwest 44, request taxi to runway 09er.
Southwest 44, taxi to 09er via Alpha, Bravo 10.
Taxi to 09er via Alpha, Bravo 10, Southwest 44.
Wait for the drop at N1, beacon off. Fuel pumps off. And there we go. Another successful flight. I really hope you enjoyed that. So again, that was using the premium voices, which we're very happy to provide. If you don't want to use the premium voices, you can use the standard voices. There's lots of different options for how you can use BeyondATC. We'll be launching more information about our pricing model very, very soon. And that will include how everything will work with the different quality voices, how much time you get with each one, and everything like that. If you want more information, you can check out the Overkill interview. I'll link that in the description. That talks about everything about the program. If you want to hear everything about how this thing works, questions about Xbox, VFR, any of those things. So before you post any questions about is this going to work for VR or Xbox or anything like that, go check out the Overkill interview. Again, link in the description. And thank you so much for coming with us. That was a great flight, and I hope you really enjoyed that. And until next time, we'll talk to you then. Take care.
Southwest 44. Hold short of 09er.
Hold position of runway 09er, Southwest 44.